All right, welcome everybody to another edition of ISBC Truth, the only truth channel right here on YouTube, the only place you can come from the unadulterated, uncut, raw truth right here on ISBC Truth. If you're new to this channel, if you just stumbled across this channel, please hit that subscribe button. There's a bell right there next to the subscribe button. Hit that bell, turn all your notifications so that you will be notified when we drop this breaking news on you. And don't forget to hit that like button. That's very important as well. Hit that like button so that this truth can get out to the masses. Please hit that like button. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith, and my co-host is
Sister Smith, baby.
Sister Smith, baby. Oh, Lord. So we have, you know what I'm saying, as you know, Quavo sacrificed his nephew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they just, well, let's go ahead and hear this. Go ahead.
Okay, exclusive. Quavo lost $100,000 cash allegedly bet his Migos chain during dice game.
When you see this $100,000 thing, because $100,000 is not just with these regulars, it's not just with Quavo or Takeoff, but it's with a lot of entertainers. When you see in the news, this entertainer just donated $100,000 or this entertainer just received $100,000. When you see $100,000, it represents, never mind the zeros, never mind the zeros. It represents one. $100,000, never mind the zeros, never mind the commas. That one is the main thing that is a factor in this. Because that one is what? One, the number one goes into every number. You can multiply one by one with every number. What does that mean? The number one is in everything. What does that mean? God is in everything. You see? See, this is their language. This is the language that they speak. So when you see this, this is the language that they speak. No, so he lost $100,000 in a what?
In cash.
$100,000 in cash.
I mean, in a necklace. Wait a minute.
Okay, read it again.
Okay. A chain. Amigos chain.
So it's $100,000 Amigos chain. So being that it's the number one, and we know that one represents God, not my God, but their God. You know what I'm saying? Lets me know that that chain is not an ordinary chain, but that chain is a charm. A charm, C-H-A-R-M. Charm, C-H-A-R-M. You know, like if you look on the box of the Lucky Charms and you spell out charms, charms. What are charms? Charms can be made up from earrings, necklaces, rings, you know what I'm saying? Any type of pendant, you know what I'm saying? Any type of cloth, a watch, you know what I'm saying? Charms can be made up within these different fashions. And what are their purpose? Their purpose is, as long as you got that charm, you will continue to enjoy success. That charm is connected to your ritual. That's what the charm is. They take that necklace to the juju priest. The juju priest make it into a charm. So he lost his charm. What is that saying? He lost his God. He lost his ritual. Who lost the charm, Sister Smith?
Quavo.
Quavo lost it. So Quavo lost his charm. He lost his charm. So I take that back. Quavo is not going to experience no success. unless his nephew was his charm. And he lost his charm. We'll look, but we know that 1 represents God. And being that this chain is supposed to be $100,000, never mind the 0, pay attention to that 1. They lost that 1. They lost that chain. They lost their God. What is that? He lost his chain, but he gained a sacrifice. He lost his chain. He lost. Number 1 represents God, letting you know why his nephew died. For God. Not my God, but their God. This is their language, people. Pay attention. This is their language. Go ahead.
Media Takeout got some more disturbing details surrounding the murder of Offset member Takeoff. According to a person who was at the scene, Quavo was involved in a dice game with a group of men. During the game, Quavo lost a lot of money, $100,000. The witness told Media Takeout.
So he didn't know, not only lost a $100,000 chain, he also lost $100,000?
I thought the way I was reading it was like that chain was worth $100,000.
Let's go ahead and read some more. Go ahead.
Okay. Witnesses told Media Takeout Quavo was down about $100,000 and tried to win it back. He didn't have any more cash on him, so they were rolling for Quavo's diamond chain.
Okay. So he had $100,000 on him at a party.
At a bowling alley, yeah.
At a bowling alley. Who in the hell in their right mind? You listen. You don't see Elon Musk traveling with $100,000 and he's a billionaire. You don't see Kanye West traveling with $100,000 and he was so-called a billionaire. Who in their right mind goes to a damn club with $100,000? You got to be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be stupid to be at a club with $100,000. Do you know we are in a damn recession? Do you know that Negroes is killing? Did you see what happened to PNB Rock? Who is going to a bowling alley with $100,000? And you really think the people is going to play dice with you to win that $100,000 from you? No. Why go through the hassle of playing dice with you to win $100,000 when they can stick you up for it? Oh, that don't make no sense. Let me tell you something. If you ask me, I think they just added these little trinkets and trinkets in this report just to juice up the report, to make the report make some sense. But the report is not making sense. You bringing $100,000 to the dice game. You lose $100,000. Then you try to give your chain.
Hold on, somebody.
Then you try to give up your chain, bet your chain to win back the $100,000. I find this very hard to believe. Let me tell you why I find this very hard to believe.
No. Can I take a look? Yes. Thank you.
Let me tell you why I find it very hard to believe. Because the rapper Quavo and Takeoff is from Georgia. the rapper. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Is it rolling?
Is it?
Okay, yeah, it's rolling now. It's rolling now. I had it on pause before. Okay, so I'm trying to make this make sense, people. Read that line again, Sister Smith.
Okay. The witnesses told Media Takeout Quavo was down about 100,000.
So witnesses told Media Takeout that Quavo, not the nephew, but Quavo was down 100,000. So this is cash. He was down. This is not his chain yet. He was down 100,000. Go ahead.
And tried to win it back. He didn't have any more cash on him. So they were rolling for Quavo's diamond chains.
Okay. So the diamond chains is a separate entity, is a separate item. What I want to know is why is Quavo the only one that came to this party? Because you got $100,000, either you're gonna have a briefcase or a duffel bag. So you mean to tell me Quavo is the only one that walked up in this damn party with a duffel bag? Like, who does that? Who comes to a party with a duffel bag? Or a briefcase? Or a book bag? You know what I'm saying? You had to put this $100,000 in something.
Yeah.
Who comes to a party with a damn duffel bag? Hey, people, let me tell you something. What I think it is, I think they are adding these little trinkets and trinkets into this story just to throw Negroes off. Because see, anything that having to do with money will throw Negroes off. Oh, Quavo was stacking like that. He hit $100,000. He lost 100. Negroes are thrown off just by the mention of money. They're thrown off. But you see, me, Pastor Michael Smith, I look at between the lines. Quavo is in this party. So you mean to tell me Quavo went from Georgia to Texas with a duffel bag or a briefcase or a book bag with $100,000 in it? In a society where we are in inflation, we are damn near in a recession. I'm going to say that again. We are in inflation. We are damn near in a recession. And Quavo comes to a party with a damn duffel bag. Make that make sense. Quavo comes to a bowling alley with a duffel bag. Please, somebody, make that make sense. You coming to another town with not only $100,000 in cash, you had another $100,000 in jewelry. So altogether, you coming to another town, another city with damn near over $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
Make that make sense, people. It don't make sense. I'm thinking that they have put this, you know what I'm saying, they're making this story as they go along. They're making this story as they go along. I don't think, you know what I'm saying, nobody had no $100,000 in cash. I don't think nobody had no $100,000 in chains. And I'm not believing this. I'm not. But go ahead.
What happened next wasn't clear. Before the final roll was completed, Quavo and the man began arguing over how the man was rolling. The the witnesses explained, all of a sudden, Quavo turned up and everyone started arguing. Media Takeout confirms that multiple guns were pulled on both sides and shot rang out. Online speculation was that Takeout was hit accidentally by friendly fire, but our witnesses could neither confirm or deny it. The witnesses continued, guns came out and people started shooting. I don't know who fired the bullet that killed Takeoff. I don't know that anyone knows. People just started running and it was chaos. Houston police confirmed that Takeoff was hit with multiple bullets. Excuse me. One fatally in the head. By all accounts, Takeoff was neither involved in the dice game nor in the argument that ensued.
So let me get this, people.
Afterwards.
You mean to tell me they said guns was pulled and was fired from each side, and the only person that was hit was Takeoff? Let me give you an example, people. Remember when Tupac was hit up? He was riding in the passenger side car alongside Suge Knight, and a van pulled up and shot up the whole car. Did not Suge Knight get hit? Yeah, Suge Knight got grazed in the head. You mean to tell me guns was pulled from each side, nobody was hit but Quavo, but Takeoff? You know what that tells me? That tells me he was targeted. Mm-hmm. He was the target. The gun was pulled to hit Takeoff. Then not nobody else. People, if you cannot see that this was a sacrifice, that this was a setup, you know what I'm saying, then you need to go and dig a hole and throw yourself in it. Go ahead.
Takeoff was an extremely talented rapper. He was best known as a member of the hip-hop trio Migos, along with his uncle Quavo and first cousin, once removed, Offset. The Migos changed hip-hop with their debut 2013 hit Versa that went viral.
Versace.
And Versace that went viral and peaked at number 99 on the Billboard Hot 100. Takeoff loved music and started making beats and developing rhythms in grade 7th grade. Oh God! But did not start producing music professionally until 2011. That's it.
Lord, people, if you guys can't see that this is a setup, and you're gonna have people on social media talking about, oh, he lost $100,000. I'm not believing Quavo had $100,000. I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that he traveled from Georgia to Texas with a damn duffel bag with damn near almost $200,000 on, because they said he had chains. I guess those chains is worth $100,000 too. So I'm not going to believe that, you know what I'm saying, he went from damn Georgia to Texas with $200,000 in a recession. In an inflation time. I'm not going to believe this. And I'm not going to believe that all these guns went off and the only one that got shot was damn Takeoff. If you guys can't read between these lines and you guys believe that This story that they put out, you guys need to be lied to all day long. But anyway, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button as you guys come in here. Hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up button. Turn on your notification bells and hit that subscribe button if you're new to this page. If you're new to this channel, stay a while. You know what I'm saying? We bring you this truth every day. So hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bells. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith, and my co-host is...
Sister Smith Baby.
Hey, Sister Smith Baby. And don't forget, stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. And ISBC Truth is out. I'm out.